Good day, dear brothers and sisters in the Lord. Today we'll continue with the goals. One part of my spiritual goals that I left out and I decided to add it to my financial goal is a financial aspect of my spiritual goals. And this involves my tithe, my offering, giving to God like for world conquest, giving to family members, giving to others like the less privileged, the needy, like in general giving. So there is need to have those goals in your life so that you have a budget whereby you know that, okay, this is my tithe, this is my offering, this is what I'm giving to family members maybe this month or depending on you, and this is what I'm giving to the less privileged, to the brethren in the church, friends, unbelievers in general, giving to the world conquest. Then another aspect of that is the spiritual goals, which is finance. Then now for my financial goal, I look at it in different sections. The first section is my salary. From my salary, how much am I earning? From my salary, how much is my salary? And the debts that I have, the budget that I need to make, the additional income that I need to make, and also a financial report. So the way I wrote my financial goal was such that I have my salary, looking at my salary. From my salary, how much debt do I have that I need to pay? I need to make a budget. So it's part of my goal to make a monthly budget and an income and expense statement for each month so that I know, yes, this is what I plan to spend. Did I actually spend that? Secondly, my savings. How much is my savings for that month? And if there is no savings or there is overdraft, overspending, it should be clear on that statement. And also have a detailed financial report, like I said. So my financial goals will involve my salary. From my salary, how much do I pay as debt? How much I make a budget? I write down my income and expenses, and I make a detailed financial report at the end. And also on another part, if you have a side business, you need also to have a financial report of that side business, whereby you have targets to say, okay, these are the things I would do in order to for that side business. This is what I'll invest into. This is how much I will develop or upgrade or renovate. Whatever expenses you will make in relation to that, you need to have a plan, a goal towards it. Yes, there could be situations where something can just come up, it's fine, but you need to have a budget towards that. This is it about my financial goal. Another goal which I do have is my professional goal. As an academic professor in economics, teaching is given, but now I need to have a target to say how many masters and PhD students do I need to graduate for that year. So that in as much as I'm working with those students, I should encourage them, I should push them, I should get the best, because we have to give the best. How many articles will I publish? How many government projects or yes, third stream income will I be involved in that will bring money both to my university where I'm working or wherever I'm working? So for my professional goals, for me, I had 4 major: work towards rating, number of masters and PhD students to graduate, number of publications, and being involved in government projects. That was it. And for my personal goals, it focuses more on some of my weaknesses. And each year, I work on some aspects. It could be like for the 2025, I was working on the fact that I need to give monthly account, quarterly account, and semi-annually account and annual account details of my spiritual work and my finances to someone. I need to give them monthly report. So you need to, in my personal, so I wanted to work because I was working on my finances. and the discipline to say the things I do, did I do them, to be accountable. Hence, I had to make it on my personal objectives to give an accountability of how I spend my money and my time Also, a personal one could be to work on an aspect in my life. It could be a weakness, like I said, maybe anger, impatience, and all of that. But that personal thing that relates to you, that you wish to see an improvement or a change, it falls under your personal goals. These goals is easy. What is my current weight or your current weight? What is your current weight? How many kg do you want to lose? It should be clear there to say, and for which period, within which period. It needs to be stated, and the price that you need to pay to get there. What is the price that you need to pay to get there? Maybe it could be the healthy eating, maybe exercise, maybe surgery, whatever. But you need to have that goal so that by the time you attain it, is there. Another goal is social goals. Some people just go for holidays for going sake, because it's December, because it's festive. No, prepare, plan. If your family goes, you're traveling, going out, you want to have 2 outings, you want to go out of the country or within the country, and all of those, or celebrate birthdays. Those could be your goals. And the other set of goals are your family goals. Family goals are those goals which you've set for your family members. It is only for your family members, whereby for each family member, what is it you want God to do in their life, or you want them to achieve for that year? That is where you list out those family goals. To say, for my family, for this, my brother or this sister or this mother or this person, this, and that. And you walk towards that. If you want, maybe let me take an example, one of them to get married. And you'll be praying, checking on them, encouraging them, but as we write down our goals, we need to make sure that our goals are clear. And we need to make sure we write down the price we are willing to pay to achieve that goal, the discipline that we need to put in place in order to achieve that goal. So in summary, we have our spiritual goals and the details of those spiritual goals and the prices we are willing to pay. We have number 2, professional goals, that which relate to our profession. Are you a student? Are you a teacher? And how do they measure you to show you have excelled? And that is how your goals should be. And what is the price you're willing to pay in order to achieve those goals? Your personal goals, things about your personal life that you want an improvement or a change into it. You need that. You need also financial goals, because our finances needs to be in order. What are your plans for the next year, for all that which you're planning to do? You need that financial goal. Fitness goal. Maybe you want to be healthy, I don't know, lose weight, or just be disciplined to have exercise. It depends. You need to have some fitness goals. Social goals. You don't just make party at random, you plan it. Family goals that relates to your family. So here are some of the goals. And when we read Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 7, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Dear brothers and sisters, we are encouraged with our goals to have a plan, to have something that we desire, so that it gives us the opportunity to remember to pray for it and to keep checking it and be able to achieve, to have a purposeful life. I want to beg you, let's write our goals and start preparing from, let's write our goals. Be blessed.